Breaking news from the Department for Work and Pensions, a major update that could cost thousands of pensioners and vulnerable households across the United Kingdom hundreds of pounds this winter. For decades, the winter fuel payment has been a trusted lifeline, a payment that, for many, means the difference between a safe, warm home and the unbearable chill of a cold winter night. But now, with the colder months just around the corner, the government has confirmed a change that could leave some people out in the cold, quite literally. Tonight, I'm going to walk you through exactly what's changed, who is at risk, how to check if you're still eligible, and what you must do now to protect your payment. And I'll warn you, the deadline to act is coming up faster than most people realize. Welcome to Pensioners Power, your trusted source for everything you need to know about pensions, retirement planning, and financial wellness. Here, we cover the latest news, expert insights, and essential updates to help you maximize your retirement years. Whether it's understanding pension schemes, making the most of your savings, or staying informed about financial changes, you're in the right place. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Now, let's jump right into today's topic. Let's start with why this matters so much. The winter fuel payment is not just another government benefit. It's a targeted piece of support designed specifically for older people, many of whom are living on fixed incomes, to help them cope with soaring energy bills during the coldest time of year. If you're eligible, you normally get between £100 and £300, depending on your age and circumstances. In recent years, because of the cost of living crisis and record-high gas and electricity prices, the government has added a temporary £300 top-up. For some pensioners, especially those living alone or with health conditions, that top-up is not just helpful, it's essential. It can be the difference between keeping the heating on or sitting under blankets all day. It can be the difference between preventing illness and ending up in hospital. But now, the DWP has confirmed that in 2025, two entire groups of people will be cut out from receiving that £300 top-up. And if you don't know about these rules, you could lose out even if you've been getting the payment for years. Normally, the rules are straightforward. To qualify, you have to have been born on or before a set date in September this year. It's 22 end September 1959. Be living in the UK during the qualifying weeks in mid-September. Meet certain residency and benefit-related conditions. Payments go out automatically from mid-November to December. No need to reapply unless your circumstances change. But this year, the DWP has added clear restrictions, and for the first time in years, thousands of regular recipients are going to be excluded from the extra £300. And that's where the trouble begins. The first group is anyone who is not physically in the UK during the qualifying week. This year, that week runs from Monday 16 September to Sunday 22 September 2025. If you're out of the country during that period, even if it's just for a short holiday, you could lose the £300 top-up completely. The only exceptions are serving members of the armed forces, Crown servants posted overseas, people in certain countries with reciprocal social security agreements, but even then, it's complicated. Here's the shocker: this applies even if you are a lifelong UK citizen, have lived and worked here your whole life, have received the winter fuel payment every single year before. If you're not in the UK during that qualifying week, you could be out. And that's why so many people are at risk without realizing it. The second excluded group is made up of long-term hospital patients and certain care home residents. If you have been in a care home for more than 12 weeks and the local authority or government covers all your fees, you will not get the winter fuel payment top-up. Why? The DWP says that your heating and energy costs are already being covered as part of your funded care package. This rule isn't new, but but it is being enforced more strictly than ever. So if you've recently moved into a care home or hospital for long-term care, you must check exactly how your funding is arranged, or you might be in for a nasty surprise. So why is this happening? The official explanation from the DWP is that they want to target support where it's needed most and avoid making duplicate payments to people whose energy costs are already covered by public funds. But behind the scenes, there's another reality. Budgets are tight. The UK's welfare system is under massive pressure from rising costs, an aging population, and the ongoing cost of living crisis. That means some groups are being cut out, so the money can be directed elsewhere. This isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet. This is about real people. Imagine a retired couple in their 70s, living in a small village in Yorkshire. They've received the winter fuel payment plus the £300 top-up every year for the last 3 years. But this September, they decide to visit their daughter in Spain for a week during the qualifying week. They come back home, expecting the same payment as before, only to find £300 missing. Or take the case of an elderly widower in a care home. He's on a tight income, but because the local council covers his care fees, he won't get the top-up, even though he still likes to keep his room warm for his arthritis. These are not rare cases, and without this information, thousands could be blindsided. If you want to protect your payment, here's what you need to do. Check your plans for September. If you'll be abroad during the qualifying week, consider changing travel dates. If you're in a care home or hospital, check exactly who is paying your fees and whether this will affect your entitlement. Update your details with the DWP. Immediately change of address, bank details, residency status, or care arrangements. Keep every letter you receive from the DWP as proof of entitlement. If you think you should still qualify, but are told otherwise, appeal. In some cases, exemptions apply. If you lose the £300 top-up, you may still get help from warm home discount worth up to £150. Cold weather payments £25 for each week of freezing conditions. Cost of living payments if you get pension credit or other benefits. These smaller schemes can add up and ease the pressure on your energy bills. The clock is ticking. The DWP will start processing winter fuel payments from mid-November through December. But the qualifying week is in September, and once that passes, there's no going back. If you don't meet the rules for that week, you can't change it later. And with the winter ahead, predicted to be colder than average, missing out on £300 could have serious consequences. This payment is more than just money. It's warmth, safety, and peace of mind. But the rules have changed, and thousands risk losing out. Thank you for watching Pensioners Power. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you in the next video with more insights on the issues that affect the UK. Take care, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest updates.